My dear child, I beg you, do not ignore this message. You stand at a crossroads, and the choice you make right now will shape everything that comes next. You can choose to listen, open your heart, and let my words guide you, or you can turn away and watch as the woman I am about to reveal destroys everything you hold dear. The consequences are real, they are not distant, they are coming. I feel the storm of questions swirling inside you, and I see the unease gripping your heart. You ask, Lord, who is this woman? Why is this message so urgent? What happens if I ignore it? How could my life fall apart? What is she planning? I hear every thought and see your hesitation. You long for clear, undeniable answers to bring light to this darkness, and I promise you that before we reach the middle of this message, every heavy question in your soul will be answered. But first, you must make a choice. Will you lean in, take a deep breath, hold tight to your faith, and step forward with me? The truth is waiting, there is light ahead. Let us begin by understanding her intentions. Before I reveal everything and pull back the curtain to expose exactly who this woman is, know that this is where it all begins. Are you truly ready to face the reality of what she plans to do? Brace yourself, the truth will not be easy to hear. Next week, my child, as soon as next week, she is planning to drag you into court. I feel the shock rippling through you, and I see the disbelief tightening around your heart. But listen carefully, I have not yet told you which court she is dragging you into, and before I do, there is something even more alarming you need to know. She has made 3 powerful accusations against you, not 1, not 2, but 3. Each claim is designed to strike where it hurts most, each one is a weapon aimed at tearing you down. She has planned this carefully, knowing exactly what she is doing. Do you want to know what they are, my child? Are you ready to uncover the full extent of her schemes? I see the questions burning in your eyes and feel the urgency rising in your spirit. But before fear grips you and doubt creeps in, remember, walking away from this message even for a moment means giving her the victory she craves. It means letting her destroy everything you have built, everything you hold dear. I know you do not want that, for you are stronger than that. So stay with me. Give me just 8 minutes of your time, and I promise you will understand everything. You will learn which court she is dragging you into, and you will see through the 3 lies she has crafted. You deserve the truth, and I am here to show it to you. Listen closely, for what I am about to say is urgent and carries great weight. Time is running out, and what I am about to reveal will shake you deeply. As Proverbs 18:17 states, the first to plead his case seems right until his neighbor comes and examines him. There is a truth coming to light, a truth that demands your full attention. Today, I bring you something of great importance. This matter will soon be judged in the highest court of all my divine throne. This is no ordinary trial, it is not something of this world. It is a reckoning in the heavenly realm, where truth cannot be twisted and justice cannot be avoided. In this trial, your fate hangs in the balance. There is a woman, someone you know well, someone close to your heart, who is preparing to stand before me. Yes, my child, next week she will come before me and bring her accusations against you. She has been building her case, gathering her words, and now she is ready to plead. But hear this clearly, this is no simple matter. This is a divine reckoning, where every hidden thought and secret action will be revealed. Nothing will remain in the dark, justice will be served. but to whom will it be served? Will it be served to you, or to her? That depends on whose words carry the truth. Are you ready to face this, my child? Are you prepared to hear the 3 shocking claims she is making against you? These are not minor accusations, they are powerful, piercing claims meant to break you down. But do not fear, for I will not leave you in the dark. The moment of truth is coming, and I will reveal it all. I can feel the tension in your spirit, I see the questions flooding your mind. You wonder, what are these claims? How could she do this to me? Why is this happening? Stay with me, my child, do not turn away. By the end of this message, everything will be revealed, and you will understand it all. Now, brace yourself, it is time to uncover the first of her 3 claims against you. Her words are heavy, her accusation is sharp. She stands before me, finger pointed at you, her voice trembling with hurt and anger. She accuses you of betrayal, a betrayal so deep and painful that it has shattered the sacred trust between you. She claims that you have broken a covenant, a promise that was meant to be unbreakable. This was no ordinary bond, it was built on faith, sealed with love, and held together by trust. Yet, she says you have violated it. She says you let her down in ways she never imagined possible. Can you feel the weight of this accusation, my child? Her words are meant to cut deep, to wound your heart, yet know that my truth will shine through the darkness. Do her words stir something inside you? Do they bring back memories you tried to bury, times when your actions did not match your promises? Search your heart, my child, and let the truth rise to the surface. Remember the words of Psalm 41:9, even my close friend, someone I trusted who shared my bread, has turned against me. Betrayal is a wound that cuts deep, slicing through the heart like a sharp, unforgiving blade. It is not a fleeting pain, it lingers and echoes in the mind long after the moment has passed, leaving scars that do not easily fade. Can you see it now? Can you feel the weight of this accusation pressing against you? She stands before my throne, her eyes brimming with hurt and her voice trembling as she speaks. You abandoned me, she declares, her words echoing with sorrow. When I needed you most, you turned away. She believes you broke a sacred bond, a trust she once held as unshakable, and now she seeks justice. She longs for you to feel the pain she carries, for the weight of her suffering to rest upon your shoulders. Yet understand, my child, this is only the beginning. The first accusation has been spoken, and the road ahead is long. Her second claim is coming, and it is even heavier. It carries a burden that could crush your spirit if you are not prepared. Steady your heart, for this next accusation is one of neglect. With tears in her eyes and pain in her voice, she stands before my throne, pointing at you with trembling hands. You turned away when I needed you most, she says. When the storm raged around me and darkness closed in, I reached for you but you were not there. You left me to struggle alone, abandoned me in my time of greatest need. This claim is not merely about what you did, but about what you failed to do, the silence, the absence, the void where love and support should have been. She recounts nights of desperate cries for help that went unanswered, days when her spirit was weak, her heart heavy, her body weary. She trusted you, believed in you, but when she fell, no hand reached out to lift her up. Perhaps you were absent not only in body, but in heart and spirit. Have you forgotten the call to care for those in distress, to stand with the weak and the hurting? Neglect here is not an act, it is the lack of action, a choice to turn away, to ignore another's pain, and to remain silent when a cry for help is heard. She believes you made that choice. She feels that you saw her suffering and did nothing, that you heard her silent cries and turned a deaf ear, leaving her to battle her demons alone. The weight of this accusation is immense. Yet, there is one more claim, a final, devastating accusation. Take a deep breath and find your strength in me, for this last claim is the heaviest of all. She stands before my throne, her voice shaking with pain and anger, her eyes burning with sorrow, and her hands trembling as they reach toward heaven. Then she speaks, deceit. That single word cuts through the air like a blade, carrying a crushing weight. She claims that you have not been who you appear to be, that you wear a mask, carefully crafted to hide the truth. She believed in you, she trusted the person you presented. But now she accuses you of building an illusion, of uttering empty words and displaying kindness that was calculated rather than genuine. As her voice rises with the weight of her pain, she declares that you led her to trust in something that was never real, that the version of you she believed in was nothing more than a meticulously shaped facade. She calls this deception a betrayal not only of her heart, but of truth itself. Do her words stir something within you? Do they awaken memories you tried to bury, moments when your actions did not align with your promises? Perhaps you hid behind the right phrases and gestures while your heart harbored a different truth. Or maybe there is more to your story. Perhaps you never intended to deceive, but struggled with your own doubts and fears, trying desperately to be the person she needed even when you were uncertain of who you truly were. Now, as she stands before me, she demands an answer. The weight of this claim is tremendous. It strikes at the very core of who you are, forcing you to look deep within, beyond the mask and the image, to confront the truth hidden in your heart. Listen carefully, my child, for these are not light accusations. They are heavy charges, sharp and deep, that pierce your heart and weigh on your soul. Can you feel the burden of her words? Do they stir something within you? Do they compel you to revisit moments you may have wished to forget? In Matthew 7:15, it is written, "Beware of false prophets, who come to you in sheep's clothing but inwardly are ravenous wolves." This is a stern warning about deceit, a force that hides behind a mask of goodness but is filled with poison that corrupts the heart, spreading like a shadow that darkens everything it touches. Now, I ask you, my child, is there truth in her claim? Have you, at times, worn a mask, pretending to be something you are not? Have your words and actions been carefully chosen to conceal the truth? Have you spoken one thing while your heart felt another? Or is this accusation simply a misunderstanding, an unfair judgment born of her own hurt? Look deep within yourself, search for the truth. This is not merely about how she sees you, it is about the truth that lies within your own heart. Have you been genuine, or have you allowed deceit to take root? Have you hidden behind a mask, even if unintentionally? Know that the court of heaven is unlike any earthly court. Here, nothing remains hidden. I see every thought, every intention, every hidden corner of your heart. Nothing escapes my sight. I know all, and this is the hardest accusation to face: deceit. Deceit is not only an attack on others, it is an assault on your own soul, a poison that devours your spirit, corrupting everything it touches, leading inevitably to destruction. Her words, heavy with the pain of betrayal, stand before me as a demand for justice, a justice that requires every hidden truth to be brought to light. The time of reckoning has arrived. The trial has begun, and now, my child, the truth will be revealed. Are you ready to face it? Can you look deep into your heart and confront what lies hidden within? This is your moment of truth. There is no turning back now. Stand firm, hold your ground, for the court of heaven awaits your answer. The time to act is here, my child. Do not hesitate or turn away. The weight of this moment is immense, and its urgency cannot be ignored. The sands of time slip through your fingers, and very soon, every secret and every shadow in your heart will be brought into the light, as Ecclesiastes 3:17 reminds us that there is a time for every deed, a time to judge every action. That time is closer than you might think, and next week, you will stand before me, with nothing left hidden. Before that day arrives, I urge you to listen carefully. Take this moment seriously, examine your life, search your heart, and repent if you must. Prepare yourself, for while justice will be served, mercy will also be extended if you approach with a humble and honest heart. This is your chance to step forward and choose what is right, even if it comes with great difficulty. Will you rise to the challenge and confront the truth, even if it cuts deep, or will you turn away, allowing this moment to leave an indelible mark on your soul? The choice is entirely in your hands, but remember, the clock is ticking, and the divine court waits for no one. Be vigilant, be honest, and be ready until the appointed time. The truth will set you free, but only if you have the courage to face it head on. I have envisioned a greater future for you, one that extends far beyond the trials you face now. I see the storm raging in your life, the chaos, the uncertainty, the nights filled with questions and fear. I know the heavy burdens you bear and the weariness of your heart, yet take comfort in knowing that these struggles will not last forever. Just as the night inevitably gives way to the dawn, your hardships cannot keep you from the joy that is destined to come. Even if the darkness seems endless now, the light is near. I see the tears you try to hide and hear the quiet prayers you whisper in solitude. I know the weight you carry, but I also see the strength within you. You are never alone, my child. Hold on and keep walking, even when the path ahead is obscured, for there is always a way forward. I am with you, guiding you through every trial. Sometimes, hope arrives in the simplest moments, a stranger's smile that warms your heart, a gentle reminder that you are not alone. I send you these signs as whispers of my love, encouraging you to keep believing even when everything appears to be falling apart. Do not lose faith. What you are praying for and longing for is already on its way. The good you seek is closer than you think and will come at the perfect time. Trust in my plan, for I am the author of your story, and I promise that the next chapter will be worth the wait. When you decide, with unwavering faith from the depths of your soul, I will begin to move mountains for you. The universe will shift, and everything you need will start to align perfectly. But first, you must make a choice, not half-heartedly, not with lingering doubt, but with the full conviction that you are destined for something greater. Amen. If you'd like to show your support, you can give super thanks up to $20.